Alright, y'all. We back with Scorpio. Last we got Cancer. Yeah, we're gonna get it on popping. We're gonna see what's coming for the Scorpio. We're gonna get y'all some forecasts out for the animal, totem, spirit, download situations y'all may have receiving confirmations on certain things, none awareness, things you possibly need to look out for, don't whatever it is, how it resonates with you or may not, what it hits on in your life. Okay, let's go. Yes. Damn, that one I want to come up with a spider. Ooh. Spiders mean money too. Hey, that's all I gotta say. Let's see what's coming out. It's about 4. Come on now. Ooh. No ma'am, we ain't taking all them. Oh, all these reverse. God damn. You got. God damn. We got the eagle. Y'all should know this, what this means as a Scorpio if you're into astrology. Even if not, this is about transformations. In the book, they talk about the karmic ones and how you could, the karmic ones, basically, like being thrusted up in the fire to be able to make the changes that you need, but it is in the air. So it's kind of like, Scorpios being a fixed sign and then operating with air, or if air is in your chart, it can be kind of tough, especially when you can be lower vibrational or possessive or wanting things to be your way. It can be very hard to block you. It can be hard to unblock yourself in certain situations. So that's why I say, ooh, the air is down. Then you got the lion here. This is the lion energy. We're gonna do the lion in it. We're gonna read the cheetah and the elephant. The lion energy, this is the alpha. This is the alpha, the omega. You can't tell me what to do. I am the leader. Like, this is knowing how to bend and know how to utilize resources and people around you, and knowing how to not be so rigid. So we're going to read the cheetah, but you got the elephant up right. Cheetah 2, another apex. Y'all got 3 out of all my readings. Ain't nobody got 3 apex 3 apex animals. So that's kind of like the carnivores, the people who are praised. So yeah, like the people who are not praised but they're predator, like they can be predatory. So that's kind of like, and you got the turtle like ready. Look at that, predatory, earthworm, golden egg. Ooh, could be protecting your heart. Ooh, rabbit. That rabbit came out behind that though. Could be matters of fear about you, your heart, your sacred space, understanding. It could be heart chakra, understanding, awareness, those things that you keep within, held within you though. But though I said these are apex creatures, meaning that you're able to ascend and achieve and get those things that you want, but it also could be equally stubborn. So as well as those people feel like they have to defend and fight for those things they want. So it's kind of like, whew, getting them to shake themselves out their own ways, baby. That's on me. Stop. Why was I finna sing that song? That's on me, baby. All right, cheetah. This is the solar force. This is the action. This is the achievement. This is that masculine energy, that control. The epitome of the solar force is at work. The sun doesn't shine into the cheetah. It shines from the inside of this great creature and expands outward to brighten the universe. The energy within a cheetah and the personality is palatable to others, and they naturally attract an audience to bear witnesses to their remarkable achievements. Purpose and passion are the best fuel for a cheetah's forward momentum. So if you're lacking in those areas, reconnect to the why before you start running. When it is out of balance, it is impatient and it is competitive. Woo! To bring into balance, it means to reconnect to a purpose. So it's all about finding those things. And then the elephant energy is the wisdom. So we're gonna move on to the elephant. I like that though. Ooh, that made me get chills on my arm, because some of y'all in this moment is a little hard-headed. Is a little bit hard-headed. He's a little bit okay. Elephant, unstoppable, auspicious wise. The elephant is arguably the most auspicious figure in the deck. Like the Ganesh, the elephant represents, I think I said that word wrong, but just go with it. The elephant represents wisdom as well as a good fortune. It is said that the elephant is the great destroyer of obstacles. So this card can appear when you feel stuck. Rest assured, the path will soon become clear. To add to the mystery, the elephant is also known to create obstacles in order to steer us in the right direction. Trust this gentle, noble creature. It illuminates the way within the light of self-knowledge. When it is in balance, it is on point, one-pointed focus, generous and loving. To bring into balance, trust. So you may have to trust you, creating those resources with others and yourself, and being able to open up. And that's probably what's like the next path for somebody trying to reach, if you're a Scorpion or you got Scorpionic or your sun, moon, whatever it is. But if you're trying to reach that part of the ascension type wise, you're trying to learn how to be more going one with nature, being one with the force. But it's very hard when somebody has like leadership abilities, or they're trying to tap into like their leadership skills. You got strength in the Two of Cups, so it could be pride in a way that kills certain relationships, or the connections of need to be the independent energy of doing what it is that you need to do. So it leaves you missing out on certain things, so you end up in regret or unrequited situations, or not getting a sense of friends, or recognizing this, or cutting people down. But that's the eagle type energy, though. I mean, that's the eagle, that's the lion, and that's the cheetah. But it's the elephant, though. It is wise and it knows. So I'm telling you, in order to learn, you must be ready to know. If you don't want to know, you'll never learn. And that's why all the cards are reversed. But it gives me matters of heart, relationships, and things like that. So it could be an area where you kind of like, no. But it just gives me something like with the heart chakra, like being able to go within, trying to protect it, those different types of matters, like being very owning your shadow. Because you know, most times that like Scorpios get like a bad rep. You hear me say being sister signs with a Taurus, so they can make us very stubborn, and topped off being a fixed sign. So depending on where your other things in your chart, they can make you kind of stuck in certain cycles. And you hear me say all these are fire, like it's fire. Like that's where it's fire, air. It's air and fire. Whew, it's a lot. It's a lot of fire. That's all I gotta say. This girl is on fire. So it's kind of like a doer. So somebody's a doer, or overdoer, or need to do, but it's kind of like with self in the instance or whatever. So it's kind of like the obstacles that may be planted in your way, or knowing how to get around them or deal with them. Like it may be something that may be very unknown and challenging in your life, that you don't even know how to deal with it. So it's kind of like, yeah. So it couldn't be you. It could be somebody else you may be dealing with, or something you're saying with. So it's kind of like, but it gives me matters of the heart, like the heart type chakra. So understanding, awareness, and empathy, and understanding. Like in most cases of knowing how to be vulnerable, sharing with others. Four swords. Four thoughts. Yes. So let's go. Knight of Cups. The Sun in reverse. Yes. Ten of Cups. Ooh, this got something to do with you. Wait a minute. It could be, you hear me say, like people in situations that you're around right now. Like Ten of Cups, this is dysfunctional, you may not recognize that you may be adding to the dysfunction that is going on in your life, or situations that you're unhappy about. So it could be you trying to offer someone this, you hear me say, trying to cheer them up. That's in the Sun type energy, but it's kind of like this is the environment that they're in, or this is what somebody perceives to be happy. So it's very mindful when you're trying to go into this like elephant type energy and trying to give that to people, and they're so used to their dysfunction that it's what you giving it to them for. Like it's a waste. So that's what I would say. But it could be that self, you hear me say, Knight of Cups energy. Sometimes it could be sexual, or you just trying to get to know, or like you hear me say, Scorpios do go down those paths where they try to use sex to balance the majority of their emotions, and it doesn't work sometimes. I'm just being honest. Talk about balanced or overworked sacral chakra, but heart chakra just clear. The Sun. Here we go. You got Knight of Cups, Justice, and the Two of Cups. Libra energy. Got Libra energy in the cup. Trying to make a friend with somebody else. You got a friend in me. Why was I finna say that? You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Girl, let me stop because I would keep singing that song. You got a friend in me. Ooh, you got a friend in me. I need one more. There we go. What two? Overall, you got Two of Wands, Four of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Overall energy, you got Two of Wands. This is indecision. They say, I was going to rap a song every time I see it. I gotta go. I gotta say it. They say I'm bipolar, so indecisive. So what? I know some bitches that probably might like it. And that's probably how you may feel when it comes to you in situations to where over time you may have gotten your way of being able to do certain things where now that may not be working with you or a partner. So now when it comes to the roadblocks, indecision, the crossroads, not knowing which way to go, this is where you stuck in the Two of Wands energy. So you kind of like, what decision should I make? What's next? What's next? Because it's coming from a place of, if you're always that wise one, especially when it comes to matters of the heart, or the emotions of trying to feel and know what is next to do, you kind of like, I don't know, because whatever risk that comes, I don't think somebody thinks they're very prepared for it. So, but you got Four of Cups, King of Cups, Nine of Swords, and the Three of Wands. Bang, bang, bang. I don't know why the fuck I was gonna say that. Ugh, just gonna cue the whole damn Empire soundtrack in my fucking head. Wrong time. It may mean something though. Four of Cups, King of Cups, Nine of Swords, and the Three of Wands. Boom. Look at that. Four of Wands. This is like the ownership, the possessing, leaving certain things. It could be you, like how you may. Wait a minute. Being a fixed sign and being an observant person, to where sometimes people say we can be manipulative like cunts or whatever the case may be. You could be a very noticer, a king, like very noticed to certain things. When it comes to leaving certain environments, and this is one thing I have learned and been implicating over the 6 years, I say if I can't help you the way that I can, I gotta leave you in the same position that they came with. But for me, with this Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck and this King of Wands, this came like somebody's being very petty or emotionally different. That's where the differences is coming in, whatever the case may be. Like the King of Wands versus the Queen of Pentacles, it's kind of like those obstacles of financial differences, parenting, control, attention, who's doing what. Like this person, where it says in the, like what we were reading, this person knows how to get this sense of attention. So it's like this attention. It could be bait type thing. So we'll figure out. But it's the Three of Wands and the Swords. It's like moving away from those things. So it could be thrusted out of environments that you used to be, finding a sense of setting sails, putting things out there, finally catching the bait, and not knowing what decisions you need to make. Because it gives me something with team, family, foundations, all those different types of things that may or may not be working for you right now. Or because COVID, wanting some sense of travel. But going back to this though, you did have the Four of Cups and the King of Cups. Like, I don't know if this is someone or some person trying to come back or trying to fix something, or feel like you missed something with a sense of love or opportunities, that now it may be something like exactly tugging on your heart chakra, to where it's kind of make you trying to be open. It could be a relationship, personal. It could be old relationship matters, like correcting a sense of wrongs or trying to do right, or just self-reflection. It could be past. But I ain't get Six of Cups though, and I ain't get anything that relates to the past. But we gonna figure out though, because you got the elephant, and you know the elephant holds on to shit to a long time. Sorry, I just had to say that. Okay, why did you say that? You got Knight of Cups, the Justice, and the Two of Wands. That's why I said this could be relationship types. You hear me say completing new cycles or bringing in something new, like trying to start some sort of newness though. This is the Justice though. This like cutting out, like this bringing some sort of balance. So anything that feels uncomfortable, whether that's divorce, legal type matter situations, or new karmic love, because we always think about karmic as being bad, or just people who's out to get us or harm us, but it's kind of like new things trying to come in, but it's kind of like needing to balance between work, play, and emotions. It's possibly what I'm getting. But the Knight of Cups here, you hear me say with this, and it's Justice though. This is like some friendship or some, it's a friendship. me tell you something. It's somebody new. Wait. The Lovers and the Wheel of Fortune. This got something to do with like a divorce or growing apart from somebody, bringing in some sort of balance. I want to say that though, or it could just be some balance of a new soul contract type of thing, right? But the Knight of Cups energy is like how you may be going about it though with the Lover's card. This could be infidelity or non-infidelity type matters, but it could be that you may feel that at a time like bringing into a situation, establishing what love is, this person does not mirror you anymore, or you do not resonate with it. Or this is what you may have felt. You hear me say like clearing things up, but you're hit with the indecisive of what to do next. Like that may be the obstacle when it comes to love, or you feeling out your certain emotions, whether it's traveling, whether it's moving, whether it's finding a new place to stay, or just finding your footing in creativity or matters. It's kind of like you don't know. Like it's very undecided. So if you have been single or trying to get some newness of love, like this is the energy that's how you view love. So somebody may be hyperly sexual, undersexual, or just using sex as a way to commit to something or someone. Ooh. You got the Sun reversed, Queen of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. And the Judgment. They go one of them Ace of Wands that's out of the Two of Wands. I think you're trying to find like when it comes to your emotions may be clouding your judgment when it comes to certain things, when it comes to certain creative opportunities or situations. You hear me say when it comes to spirituality, or just with you tapping into the individual who you need to be, or accepting certain things. I think somebody may be in a little bit of a soaking energy, or sitting around or thinking about what they should do or what they shouldn't do, because this is what you're putting behind you. So it could be old things, but it's kind of like this here, clearing out this old karmic deck to get a sense of new, but you feel like you don't resonate with it at all. This is what's going on at this moment, like this Ace of Wands and this Judgment. Like that wand, I believe if it, this is just me, it's not, they come out that way, but I believe if it possibly was, it would be upright, to where this Ace of Wands brings in this sense of newness, to where it talks about getting that sense of attention properly, and the creativity, getting the alignment that it needs. But it's kind of like taking you within your emotional depth of understanding this relationship, because you got the Sun on top of this. Like this is pessimism, so somebody could be pregnant or dealing with pregnancy type issues, or wanting to, or needing, you know, it just gives me like, I'm telling you, somebody pregnant. I'm telling you, I've been feeling that shit. It's like 2 more people I feel finna come out. It's like got something to do with matters of kids, or your inner child, or something related to the art of pregnancy or happiness, or something that brings you a newness of fertility, that brings in some sort of abundance. Somebody is undecided when it comes to decisions about certain things. It really is. Like I said, Ace of Wands and a Judgment. Somebody prayed and it ain't me. Ten of Cups. Oh shit, I'm trying to turn around. Hair, Fun, and the Star. Nine of Swords. Woo. Yep. The Eagle, you hear me say, being in those karmic situations, transformative type matters, going within. Somebody may not feel like they are actually shining to their possible capacity that they could, and it's kind of like a lot of cups coming out, especially when it comes to the emotional matters. So you may feel like when it comes to others or people around you, or being so strong, so wise, or whatever the case may be, that somebody does not understand you and your emotions, but it's like the heart chakra is very closed off. So that's what's going. It's kind of like the heart chakra is very closed off. It kind of needs some sort of awakening. So if you're going through a rough transition or a rough period in your life, it's kind of trying to thrust you to see the inner light, to be that light, to radiate that star type energy. Or it could be you learning about the star type energy, like utilizing that humanitarian type energy, what people fail to recognize, like learning this energy. And then you got the Nine of Swords here too. This is stress, this is guilt, this is worry, all those different types of things. It could be you, it could be somebody else, but it could be about family type matters, or situations, or ascension, all those different types of things. So it could be that though. because like when it comes to newness, and especially when it comes to like femininity or emotionals, like the any base of the wands, that's a part of ascension, right? So people, like people who know, they know, right? But when it comes to any tarot deck that's a part of ascension, sometimes like people, fail to recognize that each wands is a part of ascension, to be able to get constant upright cards or reverse areas that needs to be worked on. Period. So that's the Nine of Swords. Could be sleeping type matters, or trying to sleep, or rest, or worry, guilt, communicative. All those things don't have to be you, but it could be people around you. Could be the energy you're tapping into. Six of Pentacles. Oh, I say you waiting on to receive some sort of. Ooh. Let me tell you. Ooh, I was gonna say yes. There we go. Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Six of Wands. And the Knight of Swords. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Knight of Swords is that person to where, like, it gives me reverse. It's kind of like that teacher's pet type energy, right? So that teacher's pet type energy is that person that know, kind of like you going to school, you're a college professor, whatever the case may be, and you got this one student where they didn't graduate, but they under you to learn how to teach a class or whatever the case may be. So they feel like because they unseen, so they get to say and do whatever they want to do, and they're very reckless with the information that they get. Like, it's because of the control, the pride that is giving, or the lack thereof, that is not seen in those type of moments. Because this is the Six of Pentacles when it comes to those ending cycles and coming into, that's why I said it's kind of like a new love, or a person or something that's trying to breach within you, or understand it doesn't have to be a love as a person. It could be a friendship, like platonic, a soulmate, like building, like where people always just be trying to think that. It could be interpersonal, someone who gets you, who understands you in those matters. But the Six of Pentacles energy, this is giving into a sense of temptation. That's what it kind of gives me with the Six of Wands. And then it goes off with this Knight of Swords type energy. So I don't think you seeing it or being able to give into it, because the Knight of Swords energy is like, I know. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I know. It's that type of energy. Well, no. So it's kind of like pride, ego being submerged, actions not being seen, creativity may have been blocked in those type of moments. Ace of Cups. This got something to do with, I knew somebody was going to give me a goddamn motherfucking relationship spread. Didn't I say that? Ooh. I knew it was going to be y'all hard-headed ass. I knew it. Ooh-wee. Ten of Wands, I keep flipping my cameras on the other side. 10 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You got Queen of Pentacles and the King of Wands. And you got 10 of Swords and the 5 of Wands. I'm trying to see where the fuck I put this. Okay, boom. Going back to this, though. This Ace of Cups energy and this Queen of Pentacles, though, this is somebody, you hear me say, it could be a friend or a relationship or a person, you hear me say, that gives off some sort of poisonous thoughts with this Knight of Swords. Like, they could be very reckless. Like, they could feel like supreme tier over everybody else in that sense of relationship. Piggybacking with this Knight of Wands energy, like, this is where you hear me say it's feminine energies. Like, we have to recognize that within ourselves and with as in others. That where you hear me say, like, this is the help that people give off, but it's coming from a masculine approach. Where I be saying, like, women be full on dudes out here. Like, that type of energy in the Ace of Cups. So that is how it's not so loving and a high vibration, to where, like, you hear me say, like, keep in mind, though, I'm telling you, from an energy perspective, if you don't believe me, if you are a woman who operates fairly in your masculine energy, to where you control, you this, and you trying to date in a well-balanced, straight man, he is not going to like you. I just want to say that out loud. He is not going to like you. He ain't going to like you. It's not that he going to not like you as a person, but he's not going to be attracted to you. If you are a male who operates all the time in your feminine energy, a woman is not going to be attracted to you. She's not. She's going to be more she's going to be more driven by everything else outside, easily influenced, retracting from you. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not. So if you operate more in your feminine energy, and I'm talking about in a lower vibrational way, and you trying to date a sense of a straight woman, she's not going to be attracted to you. She's not. Like, that's in the energy now. If she was learning some sort of karmic lesson, like you hear me say I have, and have dated women from their past, she would go. But not this energy what people fail to recognize, though. So that's why I be saying catch that. But the Six of Wands energy, going back in this Ace of Cups and this Queen of Pentacles and this Queen of Wands, it seems like over time this Queen of Pentacles energy, it could be a mom, it could be a friend, it could be another person, it could be an earth sign in general, don't know. But that relationship right now is kind of like in a rocky space with a person, or you may have felt like over time that when it comes to the information that you may have received or a person may have been giving you, it is turning you into the King of Wands energy, because this is the Ten of Swords and the Five of Wands, where it's putting you at a competing type matter. So if you're in a relationship or you're trying to be with someone in this new type of love or whatever the case may be, you may not show the love that's really there. So it's kind of like somebody has to chase you, or you gotta chase it for that sense of love, and it puts you two trying to fight over communicative issues, or who's going to do what, the gender roles, or the indifferences of what you do. You shouldn't do this, or, not healthy competition, just more of the, I'm going to do what I need to do, fuck you, I ain't waiting, like that type of energy. And it like puts both of y'all at a space to where you're drained. But if it's a friendship, though, you hear me say, it's kind of like somebody's friend took a wrong turn with a crowd. That's what it kind of gets me, though. Like, if you in a friendship type thing, and this what you may be going through, somebody's friend took a turn, hanging with the wrong people, and y'all kind of going through some sort of argument. Because this Queen of Pentacles requires she needy or he needy to the point where they don't care about how their actions affect others. So let me just say that. Nine of Wands. So I said defensive. Somebody very defensive. So if it's a relationship, partnership, or whoever it is, somebody's very defensive. Somebody's very defensive. Woo. Two of Pentacles. It's like you never know where you stand with them, especially when it comes to like communicative type matters. Like you never know where you stand. King of Cups. Like this may be you and your partner. Like this may be situations may be flaring up where it comes to balancing out the masculine and feminine energy, or with you healing or pushing into some new karmic soul contract to where you hear me say it's not up, so it's not there. New soulmate type energy to where you feel like it's there, but you don't understand it because you don't recognize it because it's heart chakra, the elephant energy, healing it, those whys, or dealing with those, pushing through those sense of obstacles. This here, I'm telling you, like somebody's very defensive, and it's kind of like somebody don't know where they stand with somebody's always up and down, up and down, up and down. I'm telling you, like you don't know. It's kind of like you don't know where you stand. Wait a minute, I gotta do this thing. Okay. Temperance energy. Temperance energy. Sagittarius. This is like inner work, though. This is like healing, fixing, working on you, being whole, knowing how to pour. Like, look at that cup. It doesn't matter if it's up or down. It's like the Two of Cups is like somebody. It's like the Two of Cups didn't waver. It's there. That's why I said it's knowing how to be a friend, how to be your own friend, be a confident within yourself and understanding, and recognizing that everybody doesn't come to take from you. People only take what is not yours. Like they only take what is not yours. Remember that. So it's kind of like you have to recognize what is not meant for you. I know I'm not talking about a material sense because you can get robbed, all those different types. I'm not talking about that. When you feel like your love, your time, all those different types of things, you are trying to open up your heart chakra. People can't take from you what is not yours. And when you got like this shore, this, like this ongoing thing of it, people can't take what's not theirs. They can feel, you can feel like you've been robbed. So that's why it's time to go within, understand, look, self-reflect, because you may feel like, oh, my love, or this, or another person, but it's like that's there. Like it's a whole river, trees, flowers, plants, all that. That's why I said understanding. Understanding. Yeah. So you may feel like when it comes to you and your ascension process, or if it like you trying to ascend, or like karmic type cycles, or trying to clear those out, or moving forward, it's kind of like you may feel stuck. Let me just say that. Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. That's why I said, ooh, this is a lot. Y'all, I knew y'all was gonna be the long, cause you got hang ones, Scorpio, death energy in reverse, and the Ace of Swords. It's kind of like you hanging up, still on the old, communicating old, speaking to you, doing certain things. It's like needing to like finally to be reassured to like let something go. Like you hear me say, people I always talk about. You hear me say that spiritual awakening, that enlightenment of being able to move forward, understanding that closeness. Woo, in order to go through, you hear me saying, to actually feel this reaper energy and not in a sense of death or loss. Like, look at those people begging and pleading. And this could be you, like you hear me say, parts of you or situations where you need to let them go. It's kind of like if it's the tyrannical is cussing people out, whatever it is, you hear me say, interpersonal relationships. This is interpersonal friendships or love or platonic, whatever case may be. Like, this is what people have to do to get you, or you may have been doing it to others. So it's time to recognize that, like, yeah, this is a repetitive action. This is the things that I do. This is why I feel like somebody takes my love away from me. I feel like those type of things, where it's like tugging on your heart chakra. But you got Seven of Pentacles, Four of Cups, and the Eight of Swords, though. That's why I said it's kind of like this is the seeds that has been planted over time, because anybody knows, especially when it comes into those Ten of Pentacles. In another deck, it talks about the harvesting energy. So what you put out is what you get. So if you've been sowing seeds and seeing the result of them over and over and over again, or dealing with somebody like this, and it gets to Four of Cups, and you're kind of like, oh man, to where you finally see, and you know, I feel that is you can dish it, but you can't take it, in order to be free from your own mental, emotional stronghold. Like keeping yourself so, like, what's the word? Constipated. That's what I'm looking, constipated with certain things. It's kind of like somebody constipated emotionally. And like waiting for a sense of freeness. But it could be, like you remember say, Page of Cups and the King of Pentacles. That's why I said honesty, truthfulness, balancing. That's the King of Pentacles. King of, like, the masculine energy is very sure. It compartmentalizes. It knows how to listen when it's in alignment, right? It understanding. It exists. It is the alpha. Like, this is the energy. You hear me say some feminine energies may have been leading with, or just masculine energies have been trying to lead with. But this Queen of Pentacles gets you caught up on, I want the car, I want the clothes, I want the shoes, I want this, so I'm doing this, I'm going to have sex, I'm going to do this. Oh no, I don't want to spend time with my kids. Just all over the place. Just all over the place. Because it's not grounded and it's not sure, because it's the attention that it gets, or the attention that you may have been giving someone. As I said, Page of Cups and the King of Pentacles. This is honesty and transparency about certain things that you need in a lover or support or people. Like you hear me say, the eagle, the lion, and the cheetah do not run in the same pack. They don't. They do not. I'm saying they do not. They got their own different thing. Cheetah goes at a faster speed than a lion. At the same time, you hear me say an eagle can eat their ass up regardless. You hear me say no matter how many times it swoop down. So each one of them, depending on, no matter how strong they are, they still can do damage. That's why it's always wise to recognize that's why it's always wise to recognize the people who you are in team with, who is on your team, who is there for you, who supports you. Like, when you say you really actually want support, and to be supportive, you have to give that, and not being so, I'm good. It's the King of Swords energy. That's why I said somebody may have been leading or trying to lead with their masculine energy, and it's like, nah, you know what? Six of Cups. That's why I said this past, this old. That's why I said this old shit. This old shit, and it's like y'all bringing it with y'all. Yep, then I said that Four of Pentacles, that Taurus type energy, holding on to certain things, not budging, being stuck, so rooted in the same way. This what works. Nah, I'm keeping this. This me. That's just how I am. And you see what that is? It's kind of like the earth. And the earth energy is like people, places, things, the nouns, environmental factors that keep you hostage to your own pain. So that blocks you out from your own heart opening or awakening to be able to express love without using sex or materials to feel validated, or a person always giving you this overly attentive situations. There we go. Look at that L. This is the devil that came across. And the Queen of Wands. This is here. Like, this is like you when it comes to... It's the manipulative Scorpio energy. That's all I gotta say. And it's kind of like if somebody had been doing it to you for bad, it's kind of like if you're trying to get something to go your way, it's still free will. So it's a possession that someone is trying to pull or have over lovers or people or situations. And that's why it ain't working. So somebody doing this to you, you trying to do this to somebody else, and that's the constant ramification. Because I'm saying you got eagle, lion, cheetah. These are all predators. They are not prey, and they still could do damage to each other. So it's just the owning the shadow, being understood, and 5 of Cups, like letting that go and moving forward. Like, you got to be able to heal this. Don't be so focused on what you lost, because I said nobody can steal anything that is yours. Can't nobody take nothing from you unless it's a material thing. Like, nothing on this planet is forever. So it's like you got to build within you to have all those different things. So nobody can say, oh, they took my love away. They took my love away. No, that's just fear saying that they took my love away. They did this. They did this. No, that's fear. That's fear. Fear got somebody saying that. I don't know if I would never find love, but would they really love me? And if you in a relationship with somebody been putting up with you, I think that's the question you need to be saying. Thank you. Thank you. That's all I gotta say. Somebody need to get a thank you. Thank you for putting up with my crazy ass. 9 of Cups. If you in a relationship, that's all I gotta say, and you acting this crazy, or if you're not in a relationship, or you moving towards a new relationship to the point to where you're trying to seek some sort of understanding or happiness outside of others, because that's why I said it gives me like the Scorpio manipulative energy to where somebody did this to you and you don't know that you're pushing this off to somebody else. So fear is being indecision of when it comes to you and your happiness, of knowing how to believe and actually see things, to have hope, faith. It's kind of like you up and down, like you hear me say, oh, I believe, and then you just fall off. Everything is fine in the Page of Pentacles. You hear me say that. Following things on social media, communicating with certain people, letting certain exes go, stop entertaining them, block them. Like, it is not saying that people have control over you, but it's block them. Like, if we can't like coexist, why you on my timeline? If I know every time you're gonna post something it's gonna be shady, or we can't talk, I don't need to talk to you. It ain't nothing I need to say, because when I communicate with you, I lose patience. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, say for instance, you say, I'm done, I'm gonna talk to them, but you find yourself back in their bed, you find yourself fucking them, you find, like, no, block, stop. If you can't just have basic conversation with them, cut it off. Especially when it comes to old love, just cut it off. If it's old love, just cut it off. Cold turkey. And then somebody say, well, no, I don't want to. But I'm finna wrap this up though, because I didn't know it was going that long. I still get jealous because you're too sexy, beautiful. That song is ringing in my head because everybody wants to taste. That's why. And it got chills. Ugh. I do not like that. I think that boy outside. I just can't explain about my life. Alright, y'all. Overall, you got the Tower, 2 of Swords, and a 10 in the chair. Girl, I'm not laughing at you. I'm thinking about how I just screamed out loud. Like, I bet people like, what is she doing over there? The Chariot, the 3 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, the 2 of Swords, and the Tower. Like, I'm gonna say this again. If you in a relationship, you gotta learn how to stop, especially Scorpios holding on to certain things. You have to learn how to let things go. You can't always be the one trying to seek revenge, even though sometimes some people deserve it. But emotionally, just dropping petty tweets, petty likes, pictures. That's just all emotional bait at this point when it comes to certain things, and trying to win communication or no, you know what? I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? Like that energy or whatever the case may be, putting that bait out. Like, look at that. Like, that's a waiting for those ships to come in. Yeah, I know I'm going to do this and I'm going to get this motherfucker. And you only recognizing that you still pushing the same narrative over and over and over again. Only to recognize, like you hear me say, that it's putting you here to where it's evasive. Or somebody may be avoiding you or it. But it's cool, though. Or you may be avoiding someone of a cycle, though. So it is what it is. It's just internal type work. Don't let somebody bait you, trick you out your position. Knight of Wands, Four of Swords, the Moon, and the Five of Swords. Yeah, that's why I said, if it's a lover or an ex or somebody, just, I know it's hard to ignore people, especially when they're in this jealous type energy, or you jealous, or dealing with certain ex-lovers or situational stress, fears, anxiety. You got to learn how to communicate, because when that jealousy comes out, you're going to take it out on your partner, and then when you're there with your partner, you know what I'm saying, it creates a sense of dysfunction to where it's arguments, and you just trying to get a point across. Everybody ain't out to meant to hurt you or to deal with you. Can't nobody take what is not yours. So remember that. Can't nobody take what is not yours. Overall, you got 7 of Cups, 7 of Wands, and the World. Some of y'all may need to put the booze, the drinks, the situations down to get a little clear. Weed, whatever it is, take a little moment to clear. Like, just hold one substance down. That's all I gotta say. Do what you gotta do. Like, make a decision. Like, this you, like, becoming clear and understanding, like burning yourself out emotionally, not wanting to be open. Like, somebody gotta fight to get through all this to get to you. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's why I said this got something to do with heart chakra research. My bad. That's my bad. Heart chakra is like the amount of empathy and understanding that we have for people. Sympathy, cold heartedness is the way how we communicate. What else? What else? When your heart chakra out of balance, what happens? I'm trying to think though. You can Google it though, because I know when your heart chakra out of balance, that's asthma. Is that heart? Is that got something to do with up under here? My bad, y'all. I think it's. Oh, I forgot I was on camera. Is that asthma, bronchitis? It's like restricting, hypertension, stroke, like all those different types of things that could go wrong, medically wise, because of the emotions, the aspects, because stressed can affect the body. So if you're not in a spiritual sense, remember, stress can affect the body to where it can attack major organs to where it can make the body shut down. Remember, and what causes stress? Emotional reactions, things that you do wouldn't process in the mind. So I just want to say this. So you got to learn how to let some certain things go, open up, find you some people who you can communicate with, and stop trying to fight. Oh shit, I'm trying to turn this way. Stop. Damn, wait a minute, I gotta turn it this way. Stop trying to fight to win. Own your jealousies, own your insecurities, own all the lower vibrational parts of you to better understand you, so you can come into you and stop being so explosive. So that's why I say it's kind of like relationship energy. So yeah. Other than that though, Scorpio, though, it's kind of like relationship endings, like you trying to usher in the new or get some new, some differences, but it's like some balancing acts that requires on the feminine energies. I think I think over time people don't recognize like the damage that emotional lovers has like placed us through until we get in another relationship with another person and we actually see, or we make friends and we see like, oh shit, I actually act like this, or the shit I used to complain about I'm doing with other people, and not exuding that same patience that you would want for yourself. So it feels like you're not seen, or you feel like I'm gonna go with the flow and I'm gonna go hang with the assholes of people instead of saying, no, I don't want to be here. Like that type of energy. So that's why I said this year is all about the student becoming a master, the master of you, or you learning to master you. So remember that. Shake up your routine. It's not traditional. I know that we get toxic ass names. We manipulative, sneaky, and all that bullshit. But once you actually go into the fire, ascend, let it burn down, rise above. Don't store the ashes. Rise out of the ashes, and then be able to move into the person who you need to be. Remember, if you're into tarot and you're watching this, remember each and every deck, each and every suit, wands, swords, cups, and pentacles are each part of an ascension for you. So remember that. Alright, I gotta go. Cancel y'all next. Let me go outside.